I don't have any secrets. I just have toys. Hello? Hello? Oh, hey. So I was up all night and I slept all day. So that means when I wake up, it's nighttime again. So it's time for bed. So today I watched a lot of YouTube and I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed with what people are watching. Which I shouldn't say that because this is how it goes. I answered some survey. I forget if it was emailed to me or if it was in the back end of YouTube. So then they were asking me all these things about analytics and are you aware of this? Are you aware of the popular page or I don't know what the trending garbage and stuff? There's tools like people really put a lot of effort into this. And I mean, I put a lot of effort into my YouTube channel too, just not the same kind of effort. Oh, there's so many tangents that I want to go on. I guess I'm going to segue. I grew up with computers. I probably was on the internet as soon as it existed. I love it. I've worked in social media for many years. And so when I do stuff like this, I don't want to do all the tricks. Like, I know there's things that you can pay for, there's things that you can do, there's networking and stuff. They're basic business practices. Let me deal with this here for a second. Bride of Frankenstein. That's everything that makes me not want to work, not want to do anything, not want to live in society. Okay, there's bad parts to me not liking networking because I'm just socially awkward and I don't want to talk to anyone most of the time. There's that part, but there's also the insincere schmoozing. It's just sickening things that people do to get ahead to make money. At the same time, I want to make money here. But I don't want to make money. I just want to make a little bit of money. I just want to make once you have a little bit, you just want more. I'm good though. I don't know if I would turn into a greedy monster. I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't turn into a greedy monster. Otherwise, I would already be a greedy monster. I'm kind of a greedy monster though. So, I don't like schmoozing. I don't like fake people trying to be nice to other people, trying to look better to get more money. I don't like people lying to make more money or pretending that they have more money to get more money, I guess. I don't like people who are insincere. That has always been obvious to me. I am good at reading people. I don't know if that's bragging or not, or maybe it's just wrong to snap judge people, but I'm usually right. I guess I can see when somebody is coming from here opposed to here or another part of their body. So I've worked in social media. I still work in social media. I don't want to do sneaky tactics. I didn't know that these other people existed. I had no idea that everyone from Vine came over to YouTube and started making videos here that are the same thing. Apparently it appeals to kids. Okay, so then there's these Viner type comedy people who do appeal to this younger generation. It's gross humor. But then what I think is worse are the people who criticize the horrible people. They're just so hateful and they seem to be so angry towards these people making the mindless content for the children. Am I after the same thing? What do I want? For me, what I really like about YouTube is that I can do all of the things, entertainment industry kind of things. I don't want to be an actor. I don't even want to be a model. I like that I can talk. I like that I can work things out. I like that I can communicate. If I didn't have this outlet, I probably wouldn't talk to anyone. Let me step back again into social media. Social media has this really bad rap. Well, it's not really a bad rap, it's a reality. People show you their best selves on social media. World travel and delicious meals and I don't know, whatever. I've always gone out of my way to show the worst me. I mean, I have work accounts. It's like a portfolio. So that is definitely the best me. That's me with makeup and hair and stuff for a modeling career. I'm supposed to put a whole lot more effort into it than I do. I barely touch it. But that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, that's what everyone does. They show their best self. I used to be way worse. Like, I don't want any children looking at what I used to do with social media, because I was horrible. Because people expected me to be a certain way, so I kind of played a character and portrayed that. And I was also happy at the same time to project not my best image. People do watch my YouTube videos and they watch my vlogs and think he's really sad or he's depressed, or I probably am to some extent. But the real truth, the biggest truth, is that I like to work things out here. I like to display the worst parts of me, because when you meet me in person, it's only going to be better. Like, I like to show realness, and I've always liked gritty stuff. I like underbelly, gritty. I've always been drawn to darkness. I like Masters of the Universe because it was so dark and spooky, and Monster High is dark and spooky and creepy, but cute at the same time. Why did I start this video? What am I talking about? I don't even remember where I was going with this. Now I feel bad about being here. Is this not my worst self? Will I even feel comfortable publishing this? If my shelves went all the way to the ceilings and they fit in perfectly, they just look so much better. Do you think I should do that? I've been putting that off a long time. Some more places for the spiders to hide, though. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So back to the survey. I guess I kind of discovered what YouTube really was. Again, going through life obliviously. I had no idea what the truth was about YouTube. So YouTube is pretty gross. I mean, there's good stuff here, and this was always my argument for television. Growing up in the 80s, there was always this big backlash on television rotting your mind, and I was always like, it's all about the choices that you made and the things that you watched. You could choose to watch garbage, but there was a lot of excellent television. So yes, there's that part. But basically YouTube is a platform for, it's really sad what's popular. Well, that being said, until a few weeks ago, I didn't know this, or I was oblivious to this, or I kind of knew the stuff was there. Like, every once in a while, somebody here would mention a YouTuber that I didn't know, like that Sean guy. Sean somebody. I have subscribed to his channel. I do watch his videos occasionally. They're okay. I know one of his friends was a friend of mine from Vine, so that was cool to see. Yeah, no, there is some good content out there. It's just the fact that now that YouTube saw that I watched some of this lowbrow stuff pertaining to, like, Logan Paul and Lily Pons, or whatever her name is, because I think I watched some anti videos about them. I'm getting all this watch this anti video on, and these anti people, these people who don't like the popular YouTubers, are more depressing but it's interesting, and I'm glad, and I do have to know about stuff like this, as much as I try to avoid it, because it's everything that I try to avoid in real life. I come online so I don't have to see this side of people, but that part has made its way to the internet. The internet used to just be facts, and your interests could just go wild. That's what the internet used to be for me. You put in Masters of the Universe, you just follow something else comes up. Oh, there's another old toy that you used to have that you even forgot you had. Your interests just take off, and it goes and goes. And then I would discover that the world isn't that big, because some things that I was interested in weren't even on the internet yet. People say that everything's on the internet, but it's not true. There's so many things that aren't out there. That's really interesting too, to me, that there's unexplored things that people have totally forgotten about, or things that are so niche. You're only going to get certain kind of demographics. There are certain kinds of people who have no use for the internet. It's just, right now, it's kind of depressing. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here looking at myself. I can't decide if my hair looks good or it doesn't. It kind of looks okay. I think I'm covering everything that I want to talk about. This has been a big weekend for me, because it was Toy Fair weekend. It was so awesome to see all the new toys. I used to go to Toy Fair. I'm kind of glad that I'm not there. It's exciting to be able to touch the stuff and things and then see things that, again, not everybody is interested in certain things. So you don't get to see everything. And every once in a while, there's something that I would see there that I would be interested in that's not necessarily going to show up on the internet. I'm glad that I didn't have to go through the people, and I'm glad that I don't have to worry about the expense, even though I love New York so much. When I lived in New York, I had some of the most interesting experiences of my life. I think I've said this before in other videos. When I was there, when I am there, I don't realize that it's the city where all of this stuff happened, where all of these people live. I don't even think about that. The energy just from the street, it feels really good. So many great experiences, so many unique experiences that I could never find anywhere else. But it's called the city that doesn't sleep. It really does shut down at night. I would go for a lot of walks at night. There was very few people around. I do like New York. Everybody knows that it's eccentric and crazy. There's this camaraderie that they're all in it together, but there's also an elitist feel about who belongs, but it's a pretty awesome place. I guess this video is basically about I'm happy where I am, like right now. I mean, physically, I'm happy where I am here in my bed in Canada, just because I'm comfortable. At this moment, that's where I want to be. And I get a lot of stuff that I want to do here. And then, because I may have sounded a little too ungrateful about where I was on YouTube, I'm actually very grateful where I am on YouTube, because I've got awesome subscribers. I don't want to make videos that attract people that are interested in really lowbrow, grotesque humor, or people who are really mean about people who make grotesque humor. I shouldn't call it grotesque humor, because that's not nice either. And it really isn't that bad. It's just more mindless. Sometimes it's really well produced. They look good. It's bubblegummy, and that has a place. I like it more than the people who are mean about it, because they're angry. They're like super, super angry. I don't like when people are angry. When you're that angry about something, you're only revealing that you're led by this and that this is broken. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. There was one other thing that I needed to touch on. I think this is how I started out the video talking about. YouTube is like the perfect place to be famous, because you can work and be in this pseudo-entertainment industry without having to worry about all the negative parts of having fame. I mean, you might still have stalkers. There's just not going to be that many, and it's not going to be as dangerous for you in public, and you're not going to be stopped and recognized as much. So that's pretty cool. That's what I like about YouTube. And the fact that you can be the star of your own television show. You can make it exactly the way that you want to make it. You can be the star of your own documentary that goes on and on and on. It's a documentary series. It's pretty awesome. Really therapeutic for me. Like I said, I get to talk out loud and not just to myself, so that's good. You are far enough away from me that you won't disappoint me. I mean, sometimes you guys disappoint me when you watch garbage YouTube videos. Judging. No. See, that's one thing that I've definitely have worked on in the past few years, not to judge people as much. So catch yourself and say, Jason, no, you're judging someone. Stop. I just really like my values. I really like the person I am. All of that stuff that happened to me. Oh, that was another video I'm going to do. Remind me, I'm going to do another little intimate sit down with you about where this toy obsession comes from. What on earth could have possibly happened to this guy in his childhood to make this happen? That's going to be a good one. Unwashed face, harsh lighting. This is my best self, guys, here. I'm putting out my best. You're getting it all. Like, I'm not holding back. Everyone always says, "Oh, you have so many secrets, Jason. Oh, you're so secretive." I'm not secretive. I'm just boring. I don't think I'm boring. I don't have any secrets. I just have toys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. I have to work on my muscles. The internet also, I think, makes me look bigger, which is good. Some people think I should focus more on what what do you think I should focus on? I'm not going to do anything different based on what you tell me. I'm really stubborn that way. I'm only going to do what I think I should do. But I am curious to what you think I should focus on in life. I like hearing what you guys think. I like knowing where my audience is coming from. I got a good audience. I got awesome followers. It takes a special kind of person to put up with this. It takes a special kind of person to have the patience to listen to this. You're lucky that I edit it. Oh, you have no idea. I love you. I love you. Is that acting or is that real?